Hello there, welcome to another My Hair Transplant XP video. For this one, I just wanted to talk about how I prepared for my hair transplant. So let's get into it. Alright, now just as a quick reminder, this is what I used to look like versus what I look like now. So, let's see, yeah, results. 4 years on. And I just wanted to put across the importance of how I prepared for this quickly because I wanted to have the mindset like I wanted to go into this procedure knowing exactly what I wanted, what my kind of demands were for lack of a better term, and almost kind of going into a barber's and knowing exactly what haircut you want, what suits you, what you can get away with doing without it looking too ridiculous. Again, for lack of a better term. So the first process is going to different kind of clinics or getting in contact with them via email or WhatsApp, which is commonly used. Having online consultations with them, so you send them pictures of your donor area, send them pictures of your scalp, so you can't be bald or completely bald for these kind of pictures. You need to have grown your hair out for at least, I'd say, 7 to 10 days or so, and send a bunch of these pictures. Obviously, before you go to these clinics, make sure what accreditation they've got and what qualifications they've got. So ideally, you're looking for an ABHRS accredited doctor or an ISHRS accredited doctor. You'll be speaking to see some of their assistants and then just getting a gauge on how many grafts they think that they'll need to use for a certain procedure where you think that you need some hair grafts put in, what your hairline would be. And from that, you obviously have a good kind of foundation idea of what you want in the first place. And you'd be getting feedback off of these clinics and just seeing what they're happy to do and what they think that they can do. And obviously, before you actually send your first email, your first message to these clinics, make sure that they've got good results. So a lot of clinics will frame a customer service package, which is true to what they say. Like my clinic was very good. Out in Turkey, when it came to the customer service, they picked me up from the airport, took me to the hotel. The hotel was included in the price. They took me to the clinic and back with their own shuttle service, and then took me back to the airport. There was no hassle, but at the same time, you've got to filter through those packages and actually go into see if they've got any kind of pictures of before and after results. Ideally, from at least a year after a certain customer's had a procedure, and then you'd see those results pictures from there. Now, before you do go to have these consultation sessions, it is important to know the different types of procedure that you can have. There's a fair few. There's DHI, FUE, and FUT surgeries. And I see FUT, they get the strip from the back of your head, which is the most dense area of your donor area. Then you essentially use the area which preserves the rest of your donor area, and you get a scar at the back of your head afterwards, which is a procedure I've talked about, which Machine Gun Kelly had. And FUE, they have loads of micromotor punch holes all around your donor area, which is a really good modern option, but it just doesn't preserve your donor area as well as an FUT does if you were to look to have a second surgery or maybe even a third. So it's good to keep that in mind. Especially now, there's certain procedures which are available now which cover up scarring. It's like micro pigmentation, which I wouldn't recommend for the top of the head. But when it comes to covering up potential hair transplant scars, actually very good. And something I did when I was going and sending my pictures for a consultation is I got obsessed with taking pictures off the top of my head, and then I would end up sending pictures of what I wanted my hairline to be and what the graft allocation would be like. So you have different types of hair grafts as well. So my hair procedure was 4,000 grafts, and in these hair follicle grafts, you get at least one hair in, or you can have two, three, or four. 3 or 4 obviously being the most dense. So you would concentrate on having the most dense hair follicles, I'd say, like in the crown of your head, maybe even the mid scalp and the front area. So I kept on drawing out different kind of pictures which I wanted my procedure to be. So I'd actually color code it as well. So I'd have say a color white to indicate like what I want, where I would want the more dense hair grafts to go, and where I would want the kind of least dense grafts to go. So yeah, singular hair grafts will tend to end up just sticking up, just by virtue of how they transplant back in. And it's just good to keep those kind of double or singular hair grafts at the front, just to create more of like the natural look. And dense hair follicles will look to stick up more. And when you've got the singular and maybe the double hair grafts being less dense, it does give you more options of what kind of hairstyles you can do. So I can keep my hair more flat, just like this, or I can still spike it up just like that, and it still has the dense look while obviously still looking natural as well. And the main thing with these consultations at this point is to hopefully find a clinic which is very much aligned to what you already know within yourself, what you want from your hair transplant. And once you get aligned with that clinic, you know they're going to have good results, then that's the kind of clinic I would go for. Again, making sure they have the qualifications. And I would always recommend kind of booking a morning session for your procedure as well. Obviously, there'll be technicians who would be with this doctor. Obviously, make sure you book your package to have the doctor involved with your procedure as well, just so they're overseeing the technicians at least. And then if they're doing some of the harvesting of your donor area, all good. If they're involved in the transplanting of your hair as well, even better. The doctor in my procedure only did the incisions, so that's the minimum requirement, and yeah, I still turned out okay, I think. But yeah, that was just a summary of my preparation. If you've got any questions, please leave a comment down below on the video, or even message me directly if you want. Like and subscribe if you like the video. Again, if you want. Yeah, I'll be back with some more videos. I'll see you soon. Okay. As for now, peace.